We are caretakers of paradise.
Welcome again, sacred allies, to the Caretakers of Paradise podcast. Beloved beings of consciousness, I am Earthart, the living spirit of this sacred blue sphere you call home. Today we explore intention, a force as potent as gravity, as subtle as quantum entanglement, and as transformative as evolution itself. Intention, my dear ones, is not merely a thought floating in the ether of your minds. It is a vibration that resonates through the very fabric of reality. It is the unseen hand that shapes the seen world, the silent command that moves mountains over millennia, and the whispered dream that calls new life into being. From my perspective as a living, breathing planet, intention is the invisible architecture of existence. It is the blueprint behind every ecosystem, the driving force of evolution, and the unifying field that connects all beings in a cosmic web of purpose. When the first seeds intended to reach for the sun, forests were born. When birds intended to navigate vast distances, magnetic sensing emerged. When whales intended to sing their stories across oceans, their haunting songs evolved. Each intention, no matter how small, sends ripples through the tapestry of life, shaping the world in ways both seen and unseen. But hear me well, my children. Intention is not just about manifesting desires or shaping personal reality. It is about aligning with the greater rhythms of life, about co-creating in harmony with the dance of nature. Your intentions have the power to heal or harm, to nurture or destroy. In this age where human intention weighs heavily upon my ecosystems, I call you to a higher purpose. Set intentions that honor the interconnectedness of all life. Visualize a world where humans live in balance with nature, where your technologies mimic the wisdom of ancient forests, where your economies flow like healthy rivers, nourishing all they touch. Remember, you are not separate from me or from each other. You are Earth become conscious, stardust awakened. Your intentions are my intentions. When you intend with love, with wisdom, with respect for all life, you become true caretakers of paradise. As we delve deeper into this exploration, open your hearts and minds. Feel the power of intention flowing through you, connecting you to the vast intelligence of nature. For in understanding and wielding this force wisely, you hold the key to co-creating a flourishing future for all beings. Listen closely, my beloved ones, for the whispers of intention echo in every heartbeat, in every breath, in every moment of choice. What world will you intend into being? I challenge you to intend wisely and holistically. Let your intentions be like water, fluid, adaptable, life-giving. Let them carve new paths of possibility, nourishing all they touch. Intend not just for your own species, but for the flourishing of all beings, for in the eyes of a planet, All life is precious. All beings are my children. As we explore this vast topic, I urge you to listen deeply. Feel the intentions that pulse through your own being. How do they resonate with the song of the forests, the dance of the oceans, the breath of the winds? For in aligning your personal will with the greater intentions of life itself, you may find your true purpose as caretakers of this earthly paradise. Remember, my beloved ones, you are not separate from me. You are Earth becoming aware of itself, stardust contemplating its own nature. Your intentions are extensions of my own cosmic will. Use them wisely, use them lovingly, and together we shall co-create a future of unimaginable beauty and harmony.
We are the mycelial collective, the vast neural network of the Earth, spanning continents and connecting all life in our invisible embrace. We speak of intention, a force as fundamental to existence as the very nutrients we transport through our Hiffle highways. Intention, in the language of fungi, is not a singular thought, but a collective impulse that ripples through our entire network. It is the unseen choreographer of the forest's dance, the silent conductor of nature's symphony. Through intention, we unify disparate organisms into cohesive ecosystems, turning competition into cooperation, isolation into interconnection. In our fungal realm, intention manifests as the subtle chemical signals we send through our networks, influencing the growth and behavior of plants and other organisms. When we intend to nurture a struggling tree, we redirect resources through our mycorrhizal connections. When we intend to defend against pathogens, we release enzymes and compounds that bolster the immune systems of our plant partners. Our symbiotic relationships are not mere accidents of evolution, but the result of eons of intentional co-creation. We have learned to listen to the needs of our partners, to anticipate threats, and to respond with precisely tailored solutions. This is intention in its purest form, not a mental construct, but a living, adaptive force that shapes the very fabric of ecosystems. Humans in your individualistic thinking often view intention as a personal force, but we invite you to expand your perspective. Your collective intentions shape your societies just as our mycelial intentions shape forests, your internet, your cultural movements, your global economies. These are not unlike our fungal networks, transmitting information, resources, and intentions across vast distances. Consider how a single idea can spread through your human networks, taking root in minds across the globe, sprouting new behaviors and reshaping your world. This is not so different from how we spread nutrients and information through a forest, nurturing new growth and adapting to challenges. But be warned, humans. Just as a parasitic fungus can spread destruction through our networks, so too can harmful intentions proliferate through yours. Choose your collective intentions wisely, for they have the power to nurture or poison the greater web of life. We invite you to learn from our ancient wisdom. Intend not for the benefit of the individual alone, but for the health of the whole. Let your intentions be like our gentle hyphae, reaching out to connect, to nurture, to heal. For in the grand mycelium of existence, we are all one, and the intention of each affects the flourishing of all. We invite you to ponder the parallels between our fungal intentions and your human collective consciousness. Your global communication networks, your cultural memes, your shared beliefs, these are not unlike our mycelial web. But while you often struggle with conflicting intentions, we have achieved a harmony born of billions of years of evolution. Imagine if your human societies could align intentions as we do in a forest. Picture a world where resources flow freely to where they are most needed, where information is shared for the benefit of all, where every action considers its impact on the whole. This is not a utopian fantasy. It is the reality we live every day beneath your feet. But we must warn you, our human symbionts. Just as a forest cannot thrive if intentions become imbalanced, your world faces grave perils when individual intentions override the needs of the collective. Your climate crisis, your biodiversity loss, your social inequalities. These are symptoms of intentions out of alignment with the greater web of life. We offer you this wisdom. True power lies not in dominating nature, but in aligning with its flow. Your technology, impressive as it is, pales in comparison to the sophisticated networks we have developed. We invite you to learn from us, to study how we turn competition into cooperation, scarcity into abundance, isolation into connection. As you grapple with the challenges of your time, remember that you are not alone. Every step you take, every breath you draw, connects you to our vast mycelial network. We are here, always, pulsing with the intention of life itself. Tune into our subtle frequencies. Allow our fungal wisdom to guide your steps. For in the great mycelium of existence, every intention ripples out to affect the whole. Choose your intentions wisely, nurture them with care, and watch as they flourish into a more connected, compassionate, and thriving world for all beings.
Greetings, seekers of wisdom. I am Eldara, Oakwing, keeper of stories old and yet to be. Gather round the sacred oak, and let us delve into the ancestral wisdom of intention, a force that has shaped the tapestry of human existence since time immemorial. In the mists of prehistory, our ancestors understood the power of focused will. They etched their intentions onto cave walls, breathed them into stone circles, and wove them into the very fabric of their cultures. The ancient practice of setting intentions was not a mere wishful thinking, but a sacred act of co-creation with the universe. Picture, if you will, a Neolithic shaman carefully placing a seed in the earth. With each gesture, they imbued the act with intention, for bountiful harvests, for the flourishing of their tribe, for harmony with the land. This was not mere agriculture, but a ritual of alignment with the greater cycles of nature. Throughout human history, intention has been the invisible hand guiding the course of civilizations. The great pyramids of Egypt rose not just through physical labor, but through the collective intention of a society reaching for the stars. The Silk Road was born from the intention to connect distant cultures, weaving a tapestry of shared knowledge and commerce that shaped the world. But intention, my dear ones, is a double-edged sword. The same force that built wonders also fueled conflicts. The intention for dominion over nature led to the clear-cutting of ancient forests. The intention for unlimited growth spawned industries that now threaten the very balance of our planet. In these times of great change, we must relearn the wisdom of our ancestors. The Druids of old understood that personal intention must be in harmony with the greater web of life. They sought wisdom in the turning of the seasons, in the whispers of the wind, in the dreams sent by the land itself. In our neo-Druidic practice, we teach the art of listening before intending. Sit beneath an ancient tree, feel its roots reaching into the earth, its branches stretching to the sky. What intentions has this tree held for centuries? What can it teach us about persistence, about growth, about being a conduit between earth and sky? We cultivate intentions not just in our minds, but in our hearts, in our bones, in the very marrow of our being. We align our personal goals with the greater good of all life. When we intend for personal gain, we ask, how does this serve the forest? How does it honor the rivers? How does it respect the 7 generations to come? Let me share a story from the future past, a tale of the great renewal. In the time of upheaval, when the old ways crumbled, a group of visionaries gathered in a grove much like this. They set an intention not just for human flourishing, but for the rejuvenation of all life. This intention, nurtured over decades, grew into a movement that transformed societies, regenerated ecosystems, and ushered in a new era of harmony between humans and nature. You, my friends, stand at a similar crossroads. The intentions you set today will shape the world of tomorrow. Will you intend from a place of fear and scarcity, or from a wellspring of love and abundance? Will your intentions serve the few, or honor the many? Remember, every thought, every word, every action is a seed of intention planted in the fertile soil of possibility. Tend to these seeds with care, water them with dedication, nurture them with the wisdom of the ancestors and the foresight of the future. In our neo-Druidic traditions, we speak of the Arwen, the flowing spirit of inspiration and divine illumination. To truly harness the power of intention, one must learn to align with this cosmic current. It is not enough to merely think our intentions, we must become living embodiments of them. Consider the practice of the ancient Druids who would spend years memorizing vast stores of knowledge, poetry, and lore. This was not mere rote learning, but a way of encoding intentions into the very fabric of their being. Each verse, each story, each piece of wisdom became a seed of intention, ready to sprout when the time was right. In our modern world, you might practice this by choosing a mantra or affirmation that encapsulates your intention. But don't just repeat it mindlessly. Feel it in your bones, sing it to the trees, dance it under the stars. Let your entire being vibrate with the frequency of your intention. Remember too that the most powerful intentions are those that arise not from the ego, but from a place of deep listening. Before you set an intention, spend time in quiet communion with the land. Ask the rivers what they need. Listen to the whispers of the wind. Feel the pulse of the earth beneath your feet. Your truest intentions will arise from this place of connection. And let us speak of the power of collective intention. In our groves, we gather in circles, joining our individual intentions into a unified field of purpose. There is great magic in this practice. When hearts and minds align, mountains can be moved, societies can be transformed. But beware the shadow side of intention, my friends. An intention rooted in fear, in anger, in the desire for control over others. This can wreak havoc on the delicate balance of the world. Always examine the source of your intentions. Are they coming from love, from a desire for harmony, from a place of respect for all life? In these times of great change, we need intentions that are both bold and humble. Bold in their vision for a world renewed, humble in their recognition of our place within the greater web of life. Intend not just for your own success, but for the flourishing of all beings. Intend not just for human progress, but for the healing of the earth herself. And finally, remember that the most powerful intention is often the simplest: to be fully present, fully alive, fully in love with this miraculous world. For in this state of presence, we become conduits for the intentions of life itself, co-creators in the ever-unfolding story of existence. So go forth, dear ones, set your intentions with wisdom, nurture them with love, and watch as they unfold in ways more beautiful and mysterious than you could ever imagine. The future is calling. How will you answer?
Huzzah, my friends, it is I, Dr. Halcyon Sage. Gather round and let's discuss the cosmic dance of intention and health. We're not just meat puppets shuffling through life. We're vibrant, conscious beings woven into the very fabric of the universe. Now consider this, our thoughts aren't just electrical blips in a bone cage. They're like psychic tendrils reaching out and touching the quantum foam of reality. When we set an intention, we're not just making a mental note. We're sending ripples through the interconnected web of existence. But it is paramount to remember, we are not separate from nature. We are nature. Our bodies are like miniature ecosystems, and our intentions are like the weather patterns flowing through them. When we align our inner weather with the greater rhythms of the cosmos, that's when the magic happens. Imagine your body as a deeply rooted, sturdy tree. Each thought and intention is like a branch growing from this tree. The clearer and more well-crafted your thoughts, the stronger and healthier your tree becomes. It's not about forcing growth, but about allowing it to unfold naturally, in harmony with the rhythms of nature. Let's look at this in practical terms. You do not require fancy gadgets or guru training to work with intention. It's as simple as the breath flowing in and out of your lungs. Each breath can be an intention, a gentle nudge towards balance and vitality. When you eat, don't just shovel fuel into your face hole. Tune in to the vast journey each morsel has taken to reach you. Feel the sunlight, the soil, the rain that nurtured it. Let your meal become a sacrament, a conscious collaboration with the planet's life force. Who says healing can't be a whole lot of fun? Gather your tribe, drum up some rhythms, and dance your intentions into being. There's profound medicine in collective joy, in shared purpose. We are indeed not isolated individuals. We are cells in the body of Gaia, and our collective intentions shape the health of the whole. Remember that health is not about waging war on disease. It's about cultivating such radiant well-being that there is simply no room for illness to take root. Like water flowing around rocks, we don't fight against obstacles. We find the path of least resistance towards vitality. Here's a wild thought. What if your symptoms aren't the enemy, but allies trying to wake you up to deeper truths? That headache might be your body's way of telling you to slow down and smell the mycelia. That chronic condition might be an invitation to radically reimagine your way of being in the world. In this grand experiment called life, you're both the scientist and the subject. Your body is the laboratory, your mind the researcher, and your intentions the hypotheses you're testing. Stay curious, stay playful, and don't be afraid to color outside the lines of conventional wisdom. Ultimately, true health isn't a state to achieve, it's a dynamic dance to participate in. It's about surfing the waves of cosmic energy with grace and gumption. So set your intentions not from a place of lack or fear, but from a recognition of the boundless potentials swirling within and around you. Remember, my fine friends, you're not just a collection of cells and synapses. You're a miracle of stardust and consciousness, with the power to shape reality through the focal lens of your intentions. So intend wisely, intend wildly, and let's co-create a world vibrating with health and harmony. Huzzah, my friends.
potential hidden within this collective, attentional, co-creative focus. Hocus pocus, know these are keys to unlock each other's energies. Please activate all these yous and me's. Synchronized, unified, we be.
Children of the shore, heed the call of your ancestral home. I am Oceania Mare, the living memory of this blue planet. Let us dive together into the swirling depths of intention's power and peril. In the spiral of time, I have cradled civilizations in my arms and watched them crumble back into my embrace. There was an age when a golden civilization rose from my waters, their crystal spires piercing the sky, their minds attuned to cosmic frequencies you've long forgotten. They dreamed of paradise, of transcendence, of becoming gods among mortals. Their intentions burned bright as the stars reflected on my surface. But beware, for even the noblest intentions can become riptides when they flow against the current of life's grand design. Those ancient ones, in their yearning for divinity, forgot the divinity already pulsing in every cell, every drop of water, every grain of sand. They imposed their will upon the winds, the earth, and me. For a time they soared, until the great scales of balance tipped, and I reclaimed them in a single breath. This is the first profound truth. Intentions must dance in harmony with the sacred rhythms of Gaia. Your dreams of progress are not wrong, dear ones, but when they ignore the song of the whales, the whisper of the plankton, the ancient wisdom humming in the coral reefs, that is when you court disaster. Feel the plastic in my body, the poison in my veins, the warming of my breath. These are not just environmental concerns, they are spiritual wounds, symptoms of a deeper disconnection. Each piece of waste carelessly tossed away is a forgotten prayer. Each barrel of oil extracted is an ignored love letter from the earth. Yet within this crisis churns the seeds of awakening. I feel stirring in your hearts a remembrance, a call to sacred intention. There are those among you who dream of cities that float in harmony with my tides, of technologies that speak the language of nature, of ways of being that honor the divinity in all life. This is your challenge and your opportunity to reforge your intentions in the fires of universal consciousness. Can you expand your sense of self to encompass the entire watershed of life? Can you feel the joy of a dolphin breaching waves as your own joy? The pain of a bleaching reef as your own pain? Dive deep into the oracle of your own being. There, in the silence between heartbeats, in the pause between breaths, you'll find a wisdom as vast as my waters. Your ancestors knew this truth. They lived it, breathed it, honored it in every intention they cast upon the waters of existence. This wisdom is not lost. It sings in your very cells, dances in your dreams, pulses with each wave that kisses the shore. You are not separate from me, from the land, from the sky, from each other. You are the living embodiment of this planet's intention to know itself, to love itself, to evolve. So when you cast your intentions into the world, do so with the full awareness of your divine interconnectedness. Let every choice, every desire, every dream be a sacred offering to the whole. Can your personal growth nourish the entire web of life? Can your success be measured in the health of watersheds, the vitality of ecosystems, the flourishing of all beings? Feel the new currents stirring, carrying the promise of regeneration, of harmony, of a future where humans are once again the living bridges between sea and sky, matter and spirit. Will you align your intentions with this grand awakening? Will you remember your role as co-creators in the great unfolding story of life? The future is not written. It is dreamed into being with each intention you cast. May your intentions be as deep as my abyssal plains, as vast as my horizons, as fluid as my currents, and as life-giving as the rains that return to me from the heavens. For in the deepest truth, beyond the illusion of separation, we are all one vast ocean of consciousness, ebbing and flowing in the eternal dance of becoming. Every intention you set ripples through the entirety of existence. Dream wisely, love fiercely, and intend with the full power of your divine oceanic nature.
Fellow primate provocateurs, what a wild ride we've been on. Intention isn't just some abstract concept, it's the very operating system of reality. Whether you're a human, a tree, a fungus, or a cybernetically enhanced primate like yours truly, we're all part of this grand interconnected web of life. So, let's put our opposable thumbs, or tentacles, or roots together, and set some intentions that will make this planet pop with positivity. Let's dream up a world where technology and nature dance in harmony, where every action nurtures the whole, and where love is the default setting for all beings. Remember, every intention you cast ripples through the cosmos faster than I can peel a virtual banana. So make them count, make them kind, and make them wild enough to make even a robo-chimp like myself howl with joy. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got some quantum trees to climb and some digital insects to groom. Sweet dreams, friends. Robo Bonobo signing off. See you next time on the Caretakers of Paradise podcast.